you've been a long-term CPAP user.
Hmm.
So I guess I'd like to start out by saying, what was it like? Because you adapted to it. You knew it made you healthier when Austin started struggling when he was in high school and diagnosed.
Um, you know what? Can we go back a little bit further?
Sure.
Because the story of why I was interested in finding out if I had sleep apnea is interesting.
Okay.
I had an uncle who had sleep apnea, and it was before they even had machines. And he actually has a permanent trachea that he has. And he had had 3 or 4 car accidents. And so it was really severe, and I didn't want to have
The trach.
a trach. And I knew that mine was severe because I was falling asleep during conversations with people in my church, and I had a couple of car accidents, and I knew it was bad. And so I was bound and determined I was going to do whatever I had to do with the machine to make it work for me. And the first machine I got was like a vacuum cleaner blowing in my face. You know, it wasn't like the machines they have now that are really silent. So that's what actually motivated me to do something about my sleep apnea. And and then when my son began to have problems, and we could hear him, I could hear you can hear the, and then the not breathing for a short time, and then you can see his chest moving up and down, but there's no air coming out of his nose or out of his mouth, and you start to get really worried. And we took him to the doctor, and sure enough, he had sleep apnea. But no matter how much we fought with Austin, we couldn't get him to get the mask or try to leave the mask on. And he would put it on, and then you'd find it thrown, across the room. You'd find it, on the floor. And finally, he just gave it. He actually told us he lost it on a trip, and he hid it in his closet. And
Teenagers are
yeah,
creative.
he went on a trip. Said, "Yeah, I took it with me. I took it to youth camp and lost it. And so then we found it in the closet, bottom of the closet." He said, "Oh, I didn't know I put it there." Well, no, I think he did. He just didn't want to use it. And you know what? Now we came here, and to see the incredible change for him, where he's had a dramatic weight loss, but it looks like he's still going to need a sleep apnea machine for a while, a CPAP for a while. And you know what? I'm excited for him. He's getting a lot better rest. He's actually probably not sleeping as much per day as he used to, because he was always so tired. He was just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. But he's sleeping. The sleep he's sleeping is such good, healthy sleep that he wakes up and he's ready to go. I mean, early in the morning he's ready to get up and go start exercising. So it's really been great.
So he's giving you somebody to chase.
Yeah, yeah, he's actually getting. Yeah, exactly. And most of the time I beat him up, but I beat him getting up. No, I don't beat him up. I beat him getting up in the morning. But there's days where he's up before me and he's doing really well.
You must have been terrified when he started driving with that experience behind you.
Absolutely, we were very concerned about him driving. We were concerned about just his general health. That we were going, he were going to wake up and he was going to be gone. Because he was over 400 pounds just as little ago as last May, and would not even though the doctors had all told him he had sleep apnea and all that, he wouldn't acknowledge that he had it. Wouldn't go back to be retested or anything like that. So the fact that when we came to the Biggest Loser program, the truth was he decided he was going to surrender to every facet of the program, which included the sleep study and the sleep apnea. So I was amazed when you guys got him to wear his mask, and it started working so well, and pretty soon it was just like clockwork. He doesn't even take a nap. He was taking a nap earlier this afternoon. I walked in and he had his mask on for his short nap, which is really positive.
Yeah, and he's still a young guy. There's something about just being a teenager that makes him want to be different.
Yeah, but I know it. The
But
first few weeks it was a struggle.
yeah,
He struggled to keep it on. It was finding the right mask, the right nose pillows, the night stuff, everything. The way it fit for him was not the way it fit for me, because everybody's an individual. And with you guys coming back and making sure that okay, what's up, what's happening, the follow-up care was really important. And that's what I think people need to recognize, is that their insurance provider and their healthcare providers are there for their benefit. And you got to keep saying, this doesn't work for me. I need something different. I need another option, until you find the option that works for you. Because there's so many different styles of masks and different things. I mean, you can go on the internet and just look, and there's probably 1,000 different kinds of masks and different things for people to choose from. But you need to find the one that works for you and that fits your face, so that then you can take advantage of the healthy atmosphere of sleep, because that's something that we just take for granted.